There's this thing in our government called checks and balances. You probably remember learning about this in some civics class from 10 years ago that you don't give a shit about, but it's actually pretty important. You know, our government is set up in three branches: the executive, the legislative, and the judicial. And although each of these branches have their own jobs, they have one really big one in common, and that is to keep the others in check. Let's say a judge from the judicial branch just starts blocking a bunch of stuff for no reason. Well, then Congress, the legislative branch, can come in and impeach that judge, or in other words, get him out of office. And the president, the executive branch, can nominate a new judge to fill their place. Now, let's say Congress, the legislative branch, passes a horrible law that no one likes. Well, the president can veto that law and stop it from going into effect, and the courts can declare the law unconstitutional and make it invalid. Now, finally, let's say the president goes crazy and starts doing a bunch of horrible stuff. Congress can vote to impeach him too, and the courts can block some of his actions from going into effect. This is how the system has worked for the last 250 years of this country's existence. But now, our current president, whom many people like and many people dislike, is undeniably trying to change that. He's fired a ton of inspectors general who were created by Congress to make sure the executive branch isn't doing anything shady. He's rerouted and cut funds from Congress that have already been voted on and appropriated. And now he's trying to get Congress to impeach judges for issuing any blocks on him at all. Regardless of what you think of this guy, regardless of whether you agree with what he's doing or don't agree with what he's doing, this isn't good. These checks and balances are here for a reason. And just because one guy doesn't like them doesn't mean he can go and demolish them, and actually proves the point of why they need to be there in the first place.